When some residents tried to flee the town, they were met with merciless gunfire. The military was determined to stop anyone from leaving at all costs. A terrifying level 4 virus had broken out in the town. It was airborne, had an incubation period of less than 24 hours, and once infected, victims would suffer total organ failure and die within 2 days. The fatality rate was 100%. As far back as 1967, this same horrifying virus appeared at a mercenary camp in a remote African valley. In a very short time, more than half the camp was infected, and 18 people had already died. The local military doctors were helpless and had to request help from American virologists. After examining the situation, even the U.S. experts couldn't identify the virus. They drew blood samples to take back for study and promised to send supplies by plane. Not long after, a transport aircraft appeared over the camp. The soldiers rushed out, thinking help had arrived, only for the plane to drop a firebomb instead. The camp was instantly obliterated. To prevent the virus from spreading, the U.S. chose the simplest and most effective solution, but they didn't realize that several infected monkeys survived the explosion. Fast forward to 1995. At the U.S. Army's Infectious Disease Research Center, viruses were classified into 4 levels based on danger. Level 4 was the highest, extremely lethal, with no vaccine and no cure. One day, Crane received a call from his superior, General Kent. An unknown level 4 virus had broken out in Zaire. Kent ordered him to halt all current work and investigate immediately. Before the World Health Organization arrived, Kent appeared to take this outbreak very seriously. He even assigned an outstanding new recruit, Nick, to assist Crane. Soon, their plane landed in the Motaba Valley in Zaire. The ground was littered with bodies and the air reeked of burned corpses. The situation was catastrophic. Inside a crumbling hospital, bodies were everywhere, blood streaming from their eyes, noses, and mouths. The sight was horrifying. Although Nick had mentally prepared himself, seeing such devastation in person for the first time overwhelmed him. He vomited inside his protective mask and instinctively tried to remove it. Crane rushed to stop him, but it was already too late. Fortunately, this strain was not airborne. However, once infected, death came within 3 days. A local doctor told Crane that the first victim had been a road worker who suddenly fell ill after returning home. During that time, he had come into contact with the village's only water source. Back at the lab, Crane immediately began studying the virus. They named it Motaba. Under a microscope, they observed that as Motaba killed cells, it also replicated at an astonishing rate. In just 5 hours, a single virus could multiply into tens of millions. It relentlessly attacked healthy cells until every cell in the human body was consumed. A process that took only 8 hours. Even Ebola required days to cause damage on that scale. The 3 scientists believed they had discovered a brand new virus. What they didn't know was that Kent had encountered it before, in 1967. The 2 American virologists sent back then had been Kent and another officer named General James. While Crane and the others were away from the lab, Kent secretly removed a sample and compared it to the original strain. To his shock, the 2 were identical.